Real, my intro is short and sweet. Now, if you're one of those, oh, you're talking a lot during the video, you might as well cut this one off right now because I don't know what I'm about to say, but I know I got a lot to say about some stuff I've seen in here. But if you want probably the best breakdown that you're going to hear of this situation, you came to the right place. It is me, it is I. So let's just get to this.
True. We know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I
This
said?
is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
That's a general statement. That's true. I want to say this though. It's things that can be done before it happens for a lot of people, and people don't want to talk about that. Like, bottom line. So, continue.
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
Like, I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance.
Right.
And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about
cops. You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
It's easy to say all.
You see what he just did though? That's kind of weird that he just used an example. Like, yo, that's like me saying, and then he said, well, you should say that about. It's just an example. Like, follow along with what I'm saying. That's like stuff that people, baby mamas, be doing. It's weird.
Black people are stupid. As an example, say something about
That's why I told him you're not gonna gaslight me. It's like, yo, like, what are you like? Follow along with what I'm saying instead of just trying to argue with me.
White people.
No. You're not. I don't think you got people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I don't know.
Liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
And the irony is that Malcolm X said that years ago, before it all played out. And the bra burning movement happened right after Martin Luther King passed. Go figure. And then now, never mind.
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
See, my thing is this. I don't understand why people want you to specifically target a group instead of situations. Especially Anton, he call out everything, whole communities of people. But he want him to just target, and he don't just target black people. It's not even what Anton do. But for some reason, Corey wants him to just target white people.
We say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country?
Let me break this down to people, and I really want to make it real clear. Two different ways. First of all, in most cases, people care about their people more than they care about other people. So they don't care to talk about them as much as they care to talk about their people because they're not affected by other people as much as they're affected by their people. As much as you don't want to believe that, it's a lot of secondhand embarrassment and a lot of stuff that people want to change within the community. Because guess what? Racism and discrimination and a lot of the things that people talk about, and you know who they are able to ignore and turn a blind eye to what's actually happening because of what we cause. And they're able to use us as their deflection. Like, what do you mean racism? What about all the criminals and the people doing all this and that? And they literally do that. Not to mention that society has always made it to where people are comfortable talking to their races more anyway. With your vernacular and your slang, where you're from. Just like how women, you hear women like, oh, you never hear, well, I hear men saying too, some men, you never hear white guys talking like that about this, that, and the third. But if you go look at those people's follow list, I guarantee you they don't listen to no white guy podcasts. Because especially like if you're talking about like single moms and all that stuff, white guys are brutal. They roast, they say all the stuff. They do all the stuff that they say men don't do, but they don't be listening to them. So the reason why he comes at black men, even though he don't do what you're saying like that, but the reason why he comes at black men but not white men is because that's his people. So why wouldn't he? But he does come at everybody. But I'm just saying, even if he didn't, that's the reason why. Why are you mad at somebody holding you accountable and want to just deflect in the name of race? What about the information being said? Is it true or false? Are they lying in the name of trying to pander to racists? Or are they telling the truth and you need to change it? That's what y'all be having a problem with.
As the downfall
I'm an
of
equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening.
Right.
You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you.
You don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You're too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
What does he want him to say? Like, the history of the country has already been detailed. And he already just broke it down because they just get to the bag and stay out the way. Now they got the internet and their women took it over. So he's saying the same thing when he told you what he said about liberals. And Malcolm X told you a long time ago. So what do you want him to say?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it, and that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of.
See, but here's the thing about it. He didn't answer the question, but he did answer the question. Because he told him that he's an equal opportunity smoke giver. So why is it that you want to just, like, what do you want to hear about white guys? What do you want to hear? What did he want him to say? And this is where it went left, obviously, because he told him he was kissing ass.
Me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do?
Here's the problem with what Anton said. But forget about, because everybody's different. Like, people act like everybody acts like that's everything is a trigger for everybody. Like, some people within their friend groups, like certain stuff you don't allow from other people, you allow in your friend group, and then certain stuff you don't allow, period, from nobody. And then, you know what I'm saying? So everybody act like everybody will fight if they heard that and all this, all these tough guys. But here's the real problem with what Anton just did right there on the surface level. That's not even like a Ebonics term that you use in the context of how he used it. Like, what do you mean? Like, forget being offended by it, all that. What are you really even saying when you saying that? Like, that's what we really needed to get to instead of Corey being offended. But that's the problem on the surface level. What are you even saying? Like, you used that term. Like, you could have said kissing ass, but you said sucking dick. And it's like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? And obviously Corey gonna get offended because he should have, but like, listen, on the surface level, obviously they're not talking about nothing sexual at all. Neither one of them were. He not really saying kissing ass, even though that's actually a thing. He don't mean that, and he didn't mean sucking dick. But the thing is, y'all are both saying something that you know what I'm saying? Like y'all are both crossing the line. But Anton took it too far in the sense of that doesn't even mean anything. Like, what do you even mean by that?
Let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
See, ain't
homie,
nobody
let me tell you something, homie.
gonna tell you.
I don't
Ain't
suck
nobody gonna
dick.
tell you. Yeah,
I don't
you do.
suck.
See, he doubled down on it. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same
Let's
energy
switch
you give me.
Let's switch seats.
No.
Let's switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking.
I don't know, like for the people, for you tough guys, a lot of y'all just want to be tough for no reason. This was a double L, but for you tough guys, I just want y'all to pay attention to something. Like a lot of y'all was acting like Anton was scared or whatever, but he moved forward like closer. He wasn't scared at any moment of this. Like he just wasn't. Now Corey wasn't, but y'all acting like Anton scared because y'all just don't like Anton or whatever. Y'all got to get out of that because that's not what happened here. But that's what, you know.
Shit. I'm a motherfucking man.
Okay.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I
Give a fuck about nothing.
Well, I tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit.
Now, pay attention to what he's saying here. For you, I got a lot to say to you. He didn't repeat it, people. He telling them to call it what he wanted, but obviously he's gonna say I'm sorry and I respect the platform and all that. But that's what I'm saying. Like he's not Corey's getting offended because it's Corey, but he's not actually talking about real dick sucking. That's why Corey didn't want to fight. Because he didn't have a reason to want to fight, but he also didn't have a reason to do all what he's doing. Because let me tell for you tough guys, another thing for you tough guys are people that wanted to be tough, that act like y'all would have swung on them. Okay, if you would have swung on them, would you have walked over and sat down to talk? Toughie, Mr. Toughness, Toughster. So at the end of the day, neither one of them wanted to fight, but y'all acting like Corey punked him. No, he came to sit down and talk about it. So why are y'all even going the tough route? And we're going to discuss why it got to where Anton got it to.
Oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey, homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put no dick.
He's not mad. And it's like, yo, listen, Corey's in his feelings about the same thing, even though you know he not talking about that. Just like you said he was kissing ass. You said he was kissing white men's ass. Is that not a homosexual act? Is kissing a man's ass homosexual? Yes or no? Yes. So you acting like these sucking is more homosexual. They're both the same. It's like a level. Like, what are you doing? You're both gay. You're gay. If you kiss a man, that's gay. If you suck a man, you're gay. Like, you're gay. What are we saying? Like, what are we saying? It's all gay. So you said it. It seems like the D sucking worse, right? But it's still gay. Gay is gay, ain't it? You can't tell me that you can kiss a man ass and you're not gay. Bet you that, because you are.
Dick sucking shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But
we
you're
good.
not up on me.
Yo,
We good.
Exactly. For you, listen. For you not gonna repeat it again, people. He didn't want to fight either. He didn't want to say it again. He didn't need to say it again. He didn't mean it the way Corey got offended by it. He shouldn't have said it. Yeah, that's fight words for some people, all that. But if you gonna sit down and talk, don't tell me about fighting. Shut your ass up. So he didn't mean it. So he didn't have a reason to say it again. He said, I'm gonna respect the platform. I came out here to have a conversation, but you ain't gonna be over here acting like you want to do something. Like, I didn't mean it like that. My bad. Like, y'all act like he had to repeat it to be tough. No, he didn't want to fight. He didn't tell him to come over there. Corey could have said all of that from his seat. Like, nigga, I don't do no dick sucking shit. Don't say that again. He could have said that from over there. But no, he wanted to come in his face, act all tough, get in his face. So he like, my bad. I'm a respect the platform. I'm not gonna say it again. But you ain't gonna be doing this. Like, don't tell me what I'm not gonna do. I'm telling you what you're not gonna do. I'm not gonna say that again, and you ain't gonna do this again. Like, what you mean? We're both not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna say it again. I'm not gonna say it again. Nope, I'm not gonna say it again. But you ain't gonna be doing this. Why didn't y'all see that? Like, y'all crazy, man. Y'all weird. Something wrong, man.
I don't do dick sucking
put the microphone right down right now and go on her back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
I don't do
you
no
doing this shit for the internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want to say,
I'll show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
If you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that. I'll respect you, but don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that
exactly again. Like, yo, you could just say don't disrespect me. You don't have to be acting like he just said, I'll show you. That's a threat. That's a threat of violence, but you don't want to do nothing. You sitting down. So why are you making threats? You could just tell me don't disrespect you. Don't say it again. I've already said, my bad, I'm a respected platform. But you still being tough. For what?
That shit rad because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend this.
You told me I'm kissing ass. Like, you can't tell me I'm kissing ass. Like, that's just cool. This is what he's saying. Like, I let it ride because it was just a comment, like whatever. But I didn't like it. But I just let it ride.
Same respect to you. You called me.
I don't mean he was cool. The D-sucking comment was out of line.
Out of my name, you said some wild shit, especially with regard to how would it
call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't.
Like, why you asking somebody else now? You gonna come over here and get in my face. Now you asking them. No, I'm talking to you. I'm telling you what you did.
Tell me how I get you
said I was kissing ass. What you talking about? Did you call me out my name? You called me an ass kisser.
I got a question for bro.
Okay. No. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No, this my show. This
cool.
my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit.
Exactly. Or you repeat it again, people. The reason why he said F what you talking about, people. If it's fight words, then fight. If not, then you know I didn't mean it like that. If you not gonna fight, then you know I didn't mean it like that. So get back to the conversation of what we was talking about. If you not gonna fight, then you know I didn't mean it that way. So let's have a conversation. Don't be trying to be tough.
Because you're not gonna do
Come
shit.
At me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
Shit. You're not gonna
come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go out back right now.
Fuck I am.
We can go out back right now.
See, now, for you, he didn't repeat it, people. Y'all are some performative, punk, little reactionary, emotional lames. Y'all the type of people who get hurt. Y'all the type of people who get unalive. Y'all are the worst type of people on planet Earth. And I'm going to tell you why Anton reacted the way he did right here. Because he already apologized. He already said, I'm going to apologize. I respect the platform. I'm not going to say it again. My bad. We can get back to the conversation. And you still saying, say it again. Say it again. So it's like, all right, we can go out back. I'm not going to say it again. I already said it. So if you're still in your feelings, why do I have to repeat something that you're still mad about? Now, and I want y'all to pay attention to that. For the ladies that clock stuff, clock T, clock how long Corey gonna be in his feelings. Still. So for you, why didn't he repeat it, people? He didn't have to. And the reason why he said we can get up and go outside is because You now want to keep it up. You're still in your feelings. You don't want to move on. You don't want to be a man and move past it. I said it. You got offended. We talked past it. You still want to be tough and put the mic down and say it again. You already said it again. And I said, I'm going to respect the platform and not say it again. So why you back to this? You want to keep being tough. So, all right, let's go. So for all y'all talking about security and all this stuff, okay, y'all can say whatever y'all want. But at the end of the day, this was a man reacting to a man. Like, yo, okay, I tried to, and this is a lesson for the YNs and young niggas and really old niggas too. Let somebody apologize. If you offended and you ain't gonna do nothing and you gonna talk about it, let them apologize. Don't try to still be tough. This is like some, see, this is what, y'all get on my nerves, dog. I swear. This is like the type of stuff people do. Like when you don't humble yourself, even when somebody's apologizing to you, that's like somebody apologizing and you be like, yeah, nigga, because if you didn't, I was about to, like, yo, why you even say that? Like, that's unnecessary for you to even say. If he apologized, you still want to be tough when he apologized. It's too many people like that. And that's why y'all handling this situation like that, but y'all are really internet tough. But we're going to get to that too at the end of this conversation when so y'all weird. And that's the reason why he reacted like this. I already apologized. I already said my bad. And you still want to, well, say it again. I'm not saying it again. I don't want to say it again. But if you want to get tough, all right, man, let's just go outside there. Fuck it. I'm not repeating it, but we can handle it. I don't want to be a little girl and do what you told me to do. You clearly in your feelings. So let's handle it there. You could, let's go. I told you I don't care what you're talking about. You in your feelings. You want to do something. Let's go.
I bet you
really don't though. So it's not like he was punking out. It may appear this way, but the point is he shouldn't have been doing that and saying that if he really didn't want to do nothing. Because what? If Corey would have, if Anton would have said it again, he would have fought. He didn't need to say it again because you already in your feelings from it the first time. For real.
We going back right now. I got money for all this. Whatever. I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
No, it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't fuck. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like
if you want to get back to the conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not listening to none of that shit, bro.
Here, nigga.
I'm not listening to none of that shit.
How many times do you have to repeat it? He already said my bad. He said I'm gonna respect the platform. Why are you still in your feelings? You ain't gonna do nothing. For all you tough guys that he didn't repeat it, tough guys. Why is he still in his feelings if he ain't gonna do nothing? He said he's gonna respect the platform. Y'all said he hold out. Let him be a man and respect it. He said it. He was wrong. He apologized for it. Now what? Corey's in his feelings.
If you want to get back to the conversation,
long as you know.
Get back to the conversation.
Long as you know.
Bro, you not.
Look, long as you know. Why do you keep saying that? He know because you did all of this other stuff. You got mad. You in your feelings. He said my bad. He knew when you did all of that. You clearly are in your feelings about that comment. He said my bad. He not gonna say it again. He know. He been knew. Soon as you got up and came over there, he knew. Come on, man. That's performing.
You're not that tough.
This is all performative, yo. And y'all just weird, man. That's all I have to say about some of y'all. It's performative.
Straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir. So question.
Nah.
Given that black people...
Stop right here. Because a lot of you, why didn't he repeat it, people got to see me. Look at Corey and his feelings. Why did he have to repeat it? He's saying everything straight and he's still mad. Why did he have to repeat it? For you tough guys that act like he had to fight and it had to be a fight. Why did he have to repeat it? All he had to say, listen. For you tough guys. This is only for you tough guys. Why would he have to repeat it if he said, I don't care what you're talking about. You can call it whatever you want to call it. And if you mad about it, we can go outside and do something. You ain't gonna get mad about none of that. You don't want to fight because of none of that. You tough guys. That don't make you want to fight. That I don't care what you talking about, and we can do something if you mad. That don't make you want to fight. You tough guys. I gotta repeat the first thing to make you want to fight. Me saying we can go outside right now if you want to do something don't make your tough ass want to do something. Y'all are tough. I've seen your tough comments. Y'all were scaring me in your text. The font was scary. What's up, man? Y'all didn't want to fight with all of that with your tough asses? Come on, man. Since it just has to be a fight, I'm just talking to the tough guys. Since it just has to be an altercation, this dude is in his feelings still. So why would I have to repeat it if you're in your feelings still? I should be able to say, I don't care what you're talking about, we can fight. And if you're in your feelings, that should be enough. I'm not repeating it, but I'm saying we can fight. If you're in your feelings like this, like look at him. Look at him. He said everything straight. It don't look like everything straight right here to me. Does this look like an everything straight face? If you seen this picture, what would you think? Come on, man. I don't understand y'all sometimes.
Given that black people are on the Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people?
In what, today's time or historically?
No, sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way.
Nope. It is used in a negative way. And the evidence is Drewski. People are mad. People are mad. Like, you got people talking about bills and 50-50 and all this stuff in the black community, and these pastors is running it up. You got people paying their money that they really can't even afford to do, thinking they're going to get a blessing when the blessing is going to the pastor. It's still being used. Don't get me. I'm not here to preach. This is not my sermon.
You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people.
I want ho. I'm glad. Ooh, perfect stoppage. I'm great at this. I didn't even know I was this good. Corey's still in his feelings, y'all. For the people I told to clock it, hey, yeah, he's still in his feelings. For you tough guys to say, oh, why didn't he repeat it? Look, Corey's still in his feelings. He said everything was straight. We done moved on. We talking about the Bible. We talking about God now. We done talking about the Lord. And Corey's still in his feelings. He's going to bring it up again. Mr. Why didn't he repeat it? Tough guys on the internet. Y'all crazy.
You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people. Absolutely. So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
that's not true, because I know some good Caucasian white men.
Of Jesus,
and I know some bad Caucasian white men.
Okay. Right. So look, check this out. This is what I listen.
Keep everything respectful.
Listen. This is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state, and I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I can't.
Why I have more to say to you. Why didn't he repeat it, dudes? Why did Corey repeat it? They're talking about a whole different subject, and Corey couldn't wait to chime back in to talk again about something that he said we was already straight about. It don't seem like they were straight. It seemed like they should have at least went outside to have the conversation. He could have went outside and said all of this. Like, they should have went outside. They should have went outside because he's still inside with the feelings. He just asked a question about Christianity and controlling. They just had a whole conversation, a whole dialogue back and forth. I agree. Yeah, you're right. Quran too, the Bible, money, all this stuff. He just brought up Christianity, the Quran, corporate America, and money as things that could control people. And Corey chimed back in with the D sucking. Are you in your feelings That's why he didn't have to repeat it. That's why he didn't repeat it. He didn't need to repeat it. He repeated it. He's still in his feelings. For the people with for the ladies I told to clock the T of the Corey, clock it still. He's still in his feelings. Y'all should still be
I can apologize.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate.
For the tough guys, listen to that. He apologized. Let people apologize. He said the wrong thing. He said the D-sucking comment. It was out of line. He shouldn't have said it. But if you're going to come sit down and talk, don't tell me about being tough and fighting. So then let somebody apologize. Let somebody say, I respect the platform. Let somebody say, my bad. Let somebody let it go. But you don't want to let it go. He's going to bring it up some more.
Yeah,
I apologize.
I appreciate that because
no, you don't
this ain't no.
You should appreciate it when he said, I respect the platform. My bad. I'm not going to say that again. But you still said, say the D-sucking again after that. And now you're saying it again. So you're still in your feelings. Like, I don't think you let it go yet.
Show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically, but I have a switch.
I do too. When I'm a man, just like
I respect your switch. I respect your switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad, brother.
Good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking.
And I understand that because everybody different. Like some people, that's a fight word. Like I said before, some people, if you call them a bitch, they're going to fight you. But some people use that word with their homeboys. Like, man, yo, bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't use the word at all. And some people use that word with their homeboys. But if you call them that, they're going to fight you. Some people don't use the word nigga, won't let you call them nigga. Some people call nigga. Some people don't get offended if white people use the word nigga. Some people get offended if white people use the word nigga and to do something. Some people just get offended if white people use the word nigga and look and won't say shit. Like everybody's different, raised different with words. So I get what he's saying. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to do something, let me apologize. My bad. Like, we don't have to box or fight. But if you're not going to let me apologize at the end of the day, that's when I'm going to say we can go outside. And that's how it ended that way. After I say I'm going to respect the platform, my bad, I'm done. You still saying, say it again. Okay, dog. All right. You ain't going to let me apologize then. So I'm not just about to sit here and hoe out. I already said my bad. How else do I got to say my bad? Fuck it. We can just get to these hands, dog. Fuck it. You're not going to let me apologize. We got to fight then. Or let it go. So they was both in the wrong, but Corey was in the wronger because he kept staying there. After we apologize and it's over, but you can't let it go. This is the second time. Corey already said we were straight. But then after he said we were straight, he said, say the D-sucking again, putting the mic down. Now, this is the second handshake. Are we straight for real this time? Like, have you let it go yet? I said my bad. I said I apologize. I said I respect the platform. Have you got out your feelings yet? Or do you want to do something? Like, you don't want to fight. You're sitting down talking. So can we let it go, Corey, please? I'm sorry. What else do you want to hear? I said it. It was wrong. I didn't mean it. My bad. I respect the platform. We can get back to the conversation. My bad. I didn't mean it, bro. Damn. Get out your feelings, Corey. Shit.
I'm just trying to let you know.
We good.
Look, why are you trying to let me know? You just said we were straight. We just shook hands. You said we was good before. Now we just shook hands and we was good. Now you still trying to let me know? Damn. I know, fam. I swear I know. I swear on everything I know. I'm not going to say it again, bro. My bad. I'm not going to say it again. And it's not because I'm scared or nothing. I'm not going to say it again because I respect the platform. I'm not going to say it again, bro. I know. Sheesh.
We talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up.
Still talk of this is for you tough guys again. For you, why didn't he repeat it, people? Because he said it like 20 minutes ago and Corey's still talking about it. So he didn't need to repeat it. He for sure didn't need to repeat it. Why did he need to repeat it? Corey's still on it.
That's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying like I could get back straight. Get back straight.
He said, I can get back straight. That means he not. And he just said we was. He said we was good. He wasn't good the first time, clearly, because he damn near had to fight. But then the second time, he just shook his hand and said we good. But now he's saying, I can get back straight. Why you ain't back straight? We done already answered a question about Christianity. I done forgot the question. Messing around with you, Corey. I got to get back straight now. You messing up my vibe. The hell?
Listen,
it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my
No, it's not phony. You really are in your feelings. That's the realest thing he said. He is not being phony right now. He is for sure 100% in his feelings still after 2 handshakes and 1 week straight.
I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got 3 brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephew.
Hold on, stop. The face he was just making was the same face he just made 10 minutes ago when I said he was in his feelings. He's still making the in his feelings face after he said we were straight. So maybe just time heals all wounds and he can get back straight. But he ain't straight yet.
It is what it is. And then we shake hands and we keep it moving once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton, my mind is set up when people do things like throw I call it backdooria on my show. Mm-hmm. When people throw that at you, it's a set off. And I'm saying, like, I ain't trying to get set off. I think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying, like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do, absolutely.
Yes, really, you just did it. For the people who don't understand what Anton just said, it's like I said, what Anton said is not a term that is used when we having this type of conversation. You D-sucking whoever. Really, people play around, especially our homeboys. We say you didn't even know that. But ass kissing is a homosexual act. He literally said men. Now, we know it's obviously only men have a D, but we know the conversation context. Anton said you D-suck black people. He shouldn't have said what he said, period. But he was actually saying it within the context of sucking up to black people, brown nose, and only saying stuff to black people. Like, we know what he meant. But Corey actually said white men. So you saying you don't like people mentioning backdooria, but you're saying that I'm actually kissing the butt of a white man. That is a homosexual act. If I see a man kissing a man's butt, like I said, we know that what it means, but now we talking physically since you get mad. So we talking the actual act. You are accusing him of doing a act. Okay? So now you want to say, oh, I do that? Yeah, that's why y'all getting into it right now. You said he ass kissed and he took it a step that he shouldn't have took. He took it beyond a level that he should have took it. And then that's why we're here. But you did it. I'm not excusing his actions, but you did it first. You told him he was kissing a man's ass. That is homo. Okay? Pause. No Diddy. Okay? That's that. Okay? You get it now? Is it making sense to you, Corey, what he's trying to tell you? All the tough guys that didn't get it and all that? Okay, that's what he meant right then. Yeah, you do that. Hey, Corey, that's your whole thing. You constantly do that. You accuse people of being that. You did it to Godfrey. Remember y'all got into it and he had to come like, yo, what? You said he was roommates with a this. That's an accusation. If you say my roommate is this, you kind of saying I might be that. If you're saying I'm successful, if you're saying people successful because of that, and then you're saying I'm successful, and then you say my roommate was that, you kind of implying that might be my more than roommate. And this is what you always do, Corey. So what do you mean, really? I got to rewind how he said that. I hate when people do shit like that. I got to hear him say that part again. Really? Yeah, nigga, really. Motherfucker.
More than somebody with name calling to get at me, but I'm saying, like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do, absolutely.
Yeah, give me an example.
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me that I don't necessarily care about.
I ain't said nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose what's disrespectful because you applying it to you. It's other people out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this last
Go ahead,
part.
land.
But I get it because you don't know me and I don't know you. So you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person. I told you before the show, I said I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because the only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Listen, y'all, that's me. I actually have a name for it. It's so me that I've named it. I am a non-confrontational live wire. Like, I don't want the smoke. But if you want the smoke, it's gonna be a problem. And you can go. I just had a situation. I was a concerned customer. I was the victim here. I literally had the police on their way. I called the police. The manager, it was a guy. It's on video. Some people probably watching this seen it. I was recording. I'm talking about my money. I don't care. I'm not trying to be tough. He walked past me and like sized me up and grinned me. And I had to let him know, like, yo, first of all, I don't know what you just did right there, but I will beat the living shit out you. Like, I don't know. You trying to get tough, I'll fuck you up. And I had to let him know right then and there, but he started it. I didn't make the threats. I felt threatened. Why are you over here grinning me? Why are you walking past me like you want to do something? Like, yo, you walk past me again, and I'm going to let you know. Like, yo, don't do that again. Don't do that. And if you go to my video, I literally said it. Don't do that. For real. And I would have treated Corey the same way. Like, yo, don't do that. For real, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Why are you doing this? Like, I'm my bad. I didn't mean to say what I said, but don't do this. So I feel what Anton feel. Like, yo, why are you over here being tough? If you ain't going to do nothing, if you're going to come sit down, then don't be tough too. Sit your ass down and shut up.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for...
Hold on. Remember, for the ladies that I told to clock the T, he's still in his feelings. That was like 30 minutes ago of video. Seriously. Like, it's
whatever
crazy.
Reason they want to be ready to do something, but...
And 2 weeks straight ago.
What I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses. They trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever is happening out there, but I'm saying, like, I'm still standing on this. I'm standing on this. If a man walks...
Basically, he's still in his feelings. That's what he's trying to tell y'all. He said I can get back straight, but he's not there yet.
Up to me with some homosexual talk, like I could take... I said this before. I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house because I know what's gonna happen if it go bad. Mm-hmm. The house gonna get tore up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying,
I feel you.
There's certain things that we as men cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my opinion with niggas that I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that? Because it's like, that's their homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is... Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand where he's coming from, but everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people like that, and then it's people who's like that have friend groups where that's okay. Like, it's a guy named Dick Eaton, and in our friend group, we use him as a reference for niggas. So, like, it's the same thing, but it's like, we're not going to get offended over it. Because at the end of the day, I get what Corey's coming from 100,000,000%. But at the end of the day, I'm going to let him say what he said. Because he said something about manhood.
You know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's all I'm saying, black man.
I'm not mad at him for that. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth. And if you know, with certain words, Just watch him out. I'm not mad at him at all. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen. That's what where you at. So I'm gonna respect that.
Thank you, brother.
It's simple as that.
I don't want no drama.
It's simple as that.
That's the third handshake. Is he still in his feelings? He said we were straight. Before he put the mic down, said dick sucking again. He shook his hand, said we good. Now they're having another 10-minute conversation about it. Now this is another handshake. That Corey's still talking about it though.
I don't want no drama, man. My life.
That's for you. Why didn't he repeat it, people? Seems like he didn't have to. I promise it didn't seem like he has to. If you're still in your feelings 20 minutes after I said it the first time, why do I gotta repeat it for you to do something?
My life is good.
It seems like it's repeating in your head.
Mine's is too.
I believe you. My life is good.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want you to come up here for that. It's just the simple misunderstandings that we as men can have. I think older black men like us need to make sure there are boundaries that simply can't be crossed when men are talking. And if you tell me a boundary, Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you, I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary.
Hold on. I want to make it a point here because he's right. However, one of the boundaries is also getting in my face. Because guess what? Guess what, Corey? You don't even have to say nothing to a man. He could be a perfect stranger. Y'all never met, never got into it, never nothing. Walk up in his face and posture on him a certain type of way. See how that goes for you just generally. Come on, man. So you don't even got to say nothing. You don't even have to have said nothing to a man. If you do what you did and get in his face a certain type of way, somebody might mess around and swing on you on accident. Come on, man. Or worse. I'm in a stand. Don't. We don't even say that on radio. What else can happen to you?
When I'm talking to Willie D don't like when you call him nigga. And I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in.
And it's a lot of people like that. I'm basically like that. I come from a battle rap community. It's a lot of shit you could say to me, but it's so much that you cannot do that like the list is extensive. Like I don't even know the whole list of shit you cannot do. But it's a bunch of shit you could say before you could do damn near anything. Come on now.
I only care about my real life.
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all
No.
This is nothing.
You did not hear what I said. I said they do that shit all the time. You see it in the chat. You see it in the comments, all of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just talk. Mm-hmm. The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real life, my life is great.
Right. Let me tell you something.
So my point is that I don't take nothing personal unless it get personal, unless it gets physical. That's the only thing I'm up on. Anything else I can walk away from. I don't give a fuck about that. My life, I could walk away and I'm probably gonna never see that person again.
I understand. So this is why the chat,
and I like the record to show that this conversation is based upon something that has 3 handshakes and 2 we straights upon. But it seems like we not straight. And 1 I can get back straight. 3 handshakes, 2 we straights, and 1 I can get back straight. But we still got to have a conversation about something that y'all said. Why didn't he repeat it? It don't seem like he needed to. I don't know.
In fact, I encourage them to be themselves in the chat because this is a computer screen. But one thing I will say about this is to the youngsters especially, because they the ones who really don't know. I'm talking about 35 and under. When you in a man's face, you have to watch how you talk to them, because face to face is a lot different than the computer. On the computer, I got
let me Let me ask you a question.
This motherfucker saying all kind of shit about me on the computer. Let me ask you a question. But if they in my face saying that to me,
let me ask you a question.
It can go bad.
Why?
Right.
I'm not saying I'm not.
No. Hold on.
I'm not acting tough.
I'm asking you a real question.
You know that. You don't got to keep repeating that.
Why do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like, what is it in you that gets bothered by a switch?
Okay, so listen to me.
Well, let me hear his answer, because I'm about to give my own. Because I think Anton I don't know why he asked that question.
Manhood is all we got left. You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on this.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
No. I'm taking off with his plane. So, okay, cool. Manhood is all we got left. I understand his whole entire premise. This is what you also got to understand too. You can't think that it could be taken with words. It's just like with women online, sassy and all this different stuff. All this whole list of stuff. If men do this and that, they're sad. You cannot take my manhood with words. Like, we live in an era, I call it's because we're in the third generation of fatherless kids. Basically, men's masculinity is based on what people don't like. That's how the world acts and social media treats things. Anytime a man is doing something someone else doesn't like, he's not a real man for it. You know what I'm saying? Men's masculinity is attached to what women like. So I did a video. I'm like, yo, you can still be a man doing something I don't like. You know? So at the end of the day, Corey's right. Our manhood is what we have, but you can't take my shit with some words. I promise you can't. I promise you cannot. I promise that I can have a strawberry daiquiri and warm up my car and all this different stuff they say you can't do as a man, this goofy nonsense. And steal an umbrella. It's so stupid. If a man uses an umbrella, he's zesty. The list is so stupid. I can still order chicken. Well, I don't even eat meat, but if I did, I could order chicken nuggets if I want and be a man. Yeah, that's a thing. I could get sprinkles on my ice cream, and I'm a man. Okay, all right. Still a man if I get sprinkles on my shit. But this is what they're doing in society. So he's right that we still got our manhood, but it can't be taken with words. It can't even be taken if you say that I'm doing something. I'm not. So if it's fight words, it's fight words. But that don't mean that I'm less of a man. So Corey, you know what I'm saying? But to answer Anton's question, the reason why a person would get triggered by that is because don't disrespect me at the end of the day. So no, you can't just set me off with some words. But why would you even feel the need to think you could just come up and talk to me like that? Why would you even want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even want to do that?
If we don't have our manhood, we ain't got nothing. So when a man walk up to you and say something flirtatious to you, when a man walk up to you and say something where he's challenging your manhood and things like that, trust me, I don't care how savage it may seem. When you dealing with a man, you can set a man off if you in his face and you saying things that are not. I'm not talking about somebody just saying anything. I'm talking about there are certain things, like I can't walk up to a man walking down the street with his wife, Anton, and say, man, your bitch thick. I'll be like, wait a minute.
Classic story time. I was at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, okay? I was at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas at the crap table. It's a guy. In hindsight, I believe this guy was a fighter and he was with a group of fighters. He was huge. He was bigger than everybody there. He was the biggest person there. Muscular, tall. He was just a big guy, right? And like I said, in hindsight, I believe them dudes was fighters. They probably were fighters. The guy walked by. It was a dude who walked by with a baddie. He wasn't big. He wasn't nothing. He was just a regular guy. Black dude, right? My man, the big, tall, muscular dude, said something about his girl. He complimented his girl. Like, yo, she's a baddie, just and the third. My man, the little dude, turned around and walked up to him. We looking like everybody. I think even the dealers stopped. Like even the whole casino stopped. The pit ball stopped. The whole casino stopped. Everybody stopped. My man turned around and walked up to him though. Like, I forgot exactly how he said it, but he like, yeah, that's why I'm with her. And he stuck his hand out to shake his hand. And my man dapped him up and they both started laughing and he walked away. But it was like the toughest shit I've ever seen in my life though. For real, because I bet any amount of money that the guy that I'm talking about would have literally beat the whole brakes off my man. But it wasn't about that. It was about respect me. Don't come over here and try, like, what you doing disrespectful. But I'm letting you know, because I'm walking up on you, but I'm letting you know, like, yeah, I got her. So don't come over here on some, like, what you just did was disrespectful, but I'm letting you know, yeah, that's why I'm with her. I'm with her. Tough guy, big muscular man. Show some respect. Put some respect on my name. That's why I'm with her. And he walked off. So Corey's right about that. And that dude, like, he wasn't a tough guy. Like, it was a lot of dudes who wouldn't have did what he did. I've never seen nobody do that shit. I was scared for him as he was walking up. But he handled it like a whole gangster. And he walked off. And it was a memorable story that I'm still telling y'all right now to this day. I never forget that moment, ever in my whole life. And my man was being disrespectful. Said somebody's girl, like, you don't do that to grown men. I don't care if you tough and strong or whoever you is. You don't say nothing about no nigga girl when he walking past. That's just not how men operate. You can be the toughest, roughest. You don't do that. That's out of line and you know it. So Corey right about that 100%. That's not what people do.
Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across the board.
They having two different kind. He right. They're both right here, but it's two different parallels that they discussing. And I'm gonna tell y'all about the internet. And I really kind of want to talk to women too, because it's like the stuff that people say online, they don't say. And it's just like how I be telling people it's a fake gender war. It is. To women, some of the stuff y'all complain about online never gets said to you in person. Certain overweight women, you don't ever experience, maybe here and there is some discrimination, but generally you don't get dissed like that by men in dating market. And that's why some of y'all like, I get dates, I get niggas, right? Because that's not your reality of what's online. Like single mom stuff. Ain't nobody gonna talk bad about your kids to you, right? But at the same time, you ain't never called no guy sassy to his face. So like the internet has created this barrier of where you say stuff. And then I talk about this all the time. The internet has created a lane where you could label people and then that's the end of it. But we come from an area where when you start calling names, that's the beginning of the problem. It could be a roast session, could be a fight, could be whatever. But the moment you started name calling, you started the problem. You didn't end it. But now y'all could just say you're this and block somebody. You're a narcissist. You're this. You're that. You're a racist. You're a coon. You're a Trump supporter. You're a MAGA. And just label somebody and now it's over. You don't want to talk to them no more because they're MAGA. You don't want to talk to them because they're racist. You don't want to talk to them because they're a misogynist. You don't want to talk to them because they're red pill. You don't want to talk to them because they're a simp. Whatever. You just put a label on somebody and then I don't want to listen to you because you're that, right? But no, back in the day, if you start calling me names, that's when the roast session starts. What you say I am? Oh, let me tell you about your shoes and your hat and your tight ass jeans. Like before, it was different, but now you call names and end the problem. Because once I label you, it's over. I don't want to talk to you. You're MAGA. You see what I'm saying? So Corey's still in his feelings. Remember, I told y'all the clock is. That's just remember that. So they're both right, but The internet has created a confusion. I get what Anton's saying. Keep the same energy that you will have on the internet, but people don't have the internet energy is different than person energy, period. Like just in general for everybody.
You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody, and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you.
Right.
You wrong, bro. You wrong is two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. You
right. He's wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong, but he's just not saying the same thing that Anton's saying. They're saying two different things. They're both right in different dynamics. Anton's saying keep the same energy that you will have on the internet. And Corey is saying the internet energy is not the same thing. Like people say stuff online that they will not say to me in person. He's saying it's different energy. So Anton's saying you shouldn't be like that. And I agree, but it's like that. It's the internet. You don't talk to strangers like the way you talk online anyway. Even general stuff that a person might not even fight or whatever. Like telling somebody that you don't even interject in strangers' conversations. Like just think about replying to somebody's comment and saying that they're wrong. That's like you interjecting yourself into strangers' conversations. You don't do that in real life. But on the internet, they've created a lane where you can just talk to a stranger and tell them they're crazy. You don't do that at the store. You do not do that at the store. I promise you don't. So even simple stuff, you don't do that. Some people don't compliment people like they do online, like heart and picture and all that stuff. You don't walk by and tell people that's a nice dress. Now, some people do. Everybody's different, you know what I'm saying? But some people don't. You just think it like, oh, that was a really nice dress. But you don't say it. And especially when it comes to men complimenting women nowadays. We don't say it every time. We think it. We don't say it. But on the internet, we can just like the photo. Another story time. Vegas. I was on the strip. I'll always be knowing right where I was at when this stuff happens. I was right by. I was in between. I was at the Hera. And in between, like where that White Castle is at, like right there in that area. This is for the people who know that area. Right by the Hera. It's like a Outback and a White Castle. I think it's like a McDonald's upstairs. That area right there. These girls was taking a picture. And I'm looking at them taking a picture. Like there's two baddies, right? And they taking a picture. And one of them kind of looked at me like, what are you looking at type shit? And I had to tell her, I'm like, listen, y'all about to I swear to God, I'm like, yo, y'all about to take that picture and post it for a bunch of strangers to see. I'm just the first person that liked it. I like that picture. And she looked at me like she did, like it registered to her. And she like, oh, right. But at the end of the day, it's like a stranger staring at you. But no, I'm looking at y'all take a picture. Like I'm watching y'all pose. Like it was captivating. Y'all two baddies taking a pic. Like I want to see it. Like look. Like I stopped in my tracks. Like yeah, look, yeah, I like that pose. I like that pose. I like that one. Like no, not that one. That one. Just because y'all are out, you're in public doing this. It's different when y'all are at the crib doing that. When you're out in public, people can see you, and I like what I see. But people aren't used to real people being around your internet reality. So even something simple like taking a photo, she would have been okay with a stranger who don't know her liking the photo and seeing the photo. But me looking at her take the photo, she was like, "What are you looking at?" Type. She didn't say it, but her face said it. And I responded to her face like, and she thought about it, like, you know what, he's right. So
I fuck with you. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful.
And he's laughing because you can't just say what you say on the internet in real life. But Anton like keep the same energy, but it is the same energy, but it's different energy.
Respectful and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me when you say you can't disrespect people. What? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm going to disrespect you online.
You hear what he just said? How would he not understand that?
But then you can't do nothing in person.
Well, trust me.
That's not. No,
I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying what you're wrong about. But listen, talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And true.
Right. And that's the last that I got to react to. But the last thing he said, because they got into deeper, but he's right about that. Talking to people online is different than talking to people in person, but people, social media has ruined communication because people don't talk, they type. And the people who didn't used to read out loud, like I could promise y'all, listen, I was the kid that the teacher used to have to tell DeAndre, let somebody else read a page. Some people didn't like to read out loud, first of all, because they couldn't read, and they just weren't personable people. I would sit there and read the whole damn book out loud to the class if the teacher let me. But the teacher never let me. They always let somebody else or wanted somebody else to read. No, these motherfuckers don't know how to read. Clearly, that's why. I don't want to sit here and listen to this idiot mumble out these words and not know how to pronounce it, and you have to help them when I'm sitting here reading through it. Just let me narrate it. I got this. And people who are the idiots who I did not want to listen to now have bigger platforms than me. You see what y'all get where I'm coming from? So that's what social media has created. People who are introverted and don't know how to talk and could never do what I'm doing right now, have platforms where they don't have to talk. They could just whatever, right? Take picture or whatever the case, right? So talking to people on the internet is different because they can text, they can type, you could chat. You don't even have to know how. You could be a literate person and you could type, you could say the words and then it'll type it out for you. So, of course, it's different. But the internet has created a false reality of you can run your mouth and say whatever when you really can't, for real. You shouldn't. Let's put it like that. You shouldn't. But Anton, like, nah, say what you said. So they both right, but it's different dynamics of them being right. And they were both wrong when it came to the conversation, but it was different dynamics of being wrong. It's the you're wrong in the heat of the moment, argument, say something, and it get heated, but then you can take it back. But then if I take it back, let me take it back. Don't be in your feelings the whole time. If you're not going to do, for the tough guys, if you're not going to do something about it, let me apologize. Let me say I respect the platform. Let me say my bad. Don't tell me say it again after you said we straight. Because now, all right, we can go outside. Okay, you're not going to let me apologize, then we can just do something then. I'm not about to sit here and just be a punk because you mad. I said my bad. I'm not just about to just be a bitch, dog. Come on now. So what we doing? Is we over it or is we not over it? We got a fourth handshake. I should watch this again. Did they shake hands again, y'all? I didn't finish even why I only watched that little part to get the clip up. Did he shake hands with him again after this? I gotta go see. Cause what the hell, man? So this is my breakdown. I seen some people, like I seen my man salute the false, I don't even know how to say it, Fawcett Media, but he basically like a 5150 channel. He reacted to all Corey stuff. So you know he was gonna take Corey's side. I'll take Corey's side when he was right, but he was wrong on a lot of this. He was, because of how he carried and continued it after the apology. Like, you could stand on, don't call me that, don't say that, whatever. But once it's over, let it be over. Don't fester in it, because you could see a man in his feelings don't look right. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what it is, Real, subscribe, like, especially if you came this far. If you heard me say that, like, how are you this far and you ain't already did that? Like, you actually watched my whole video. Like, I was glad you were laughing, you were entertained, like you learned something. You like, oh yeah, he's real. And then so subscribe to me. I always do this.